Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back here with another synthesizer tutorial for you guys. I know it's been a while, but my computer's been in storage. But I'm finally getting back into producing, and I've got a pretty cool synth here that I thought I'd share with you guys. And this is what it's going to sound like at the end. I'll just play it for you right now. So it should end up something like that. Oh, by the way, I took your guys' advice and fixed my mic. I put a piece of cloth over the top so it shouldn't be popping as much for this tutorial. But so yeah, let's get started then. I began my synthesizer by loading up a Citrus synthesizer here. And it's my favorite synthesizer that comes with FL Studio. It's pretty versatile, so I like that one. I used it in my last tutorial as well. And then I use a bass. I base the synthesizer off of a preset here on. It's under Synth String, and it's called Transcorder right there. Now, by itself, it sounds pretty lame. Here's what it sounds like with the preset. So I don't know, it's pretty boring. So I had to spice that up a lot, so I changed a lot of stuff to it. So first of all, if you go to your filters down here, these are the original settings, but we're not going to use those, so I'll show you what I have. Here's my synth. I turned all these filters all the way up, and then the output's all the way up as well. And then this synthesizer is using 5 different operators, so you have to. I'm changing the first 4 of the operators from what they were from the preset. So you're gonna have to take a look at my sliders here. This is for operator 1, and you want your waveform to look something like this at the end. But here's just make sure your sliders are approximately the same as mine for operator 1. Here's for operator 2. Kind of a slightly sloped sine wave. First 2 are around the middle, drops off, goes back up. Here's operator 3. Match your sliders to this. And operator 4. Match your sliders to that. I didn't change operator 5 at all. I liked the way it was sounding once I got to operator 4, so I kept it the same. And then also, in addition to that, under the channel settings for the transcorder, go to your MISC tab, and you want to put on your portamento, and the slide should be at around a little above the first quarter. So make sure you turn that on. That's going to give it a little bit of pitch bend and kind of thicken up the sound too a little bit, I found. So I liked that effect on there. Now on to the actual effects that we're putting onto it. I have mine routed to mixer channel 5, so I'm going to go down here, and I have 4 effects on this channel right now to help bring out the sound and make it more rich. I have a reverb, just a regular fruity reverb. My reverb's at around 20%. It's decay at around 1.5. I think this is the default for fruity reverb. I also have a sound goodizer. I really like this effect a lot. It helps to enrich your sound. I have it on setting A, and it's about half the way up. If you don't know what I mean by half the way, you can click and drag this to move it around, but you want it right at about half. And then obviously you should have an EQ track or an EQ setting on each of your mixer tracks, but here's mine for this one. I'm just boosting the high end a little bit. So I grabbed my 7th knob here and pushed it up a little bit, up to around there. And lastly, I have a fruity distortion on this. It's set to the B setting, and here are the knob settings for you, so you can copy that there. Threshold's at around 2/3. Post gain is about 3/4 or so. So yeah, that should give you a pretty nice synthesizer. And then I've found that the best octave range for this would be between C4 and C7. Too much higher than C7, it starts to sound real tinny, and below C4 it just gets kind of crunchy. So I keep it in that range, and right now I've got, you know, these chords going on. It does sound a little better when you layer it with chords. It thickens the sound up, and especially for like electro house, which I'm producing right now. So at the end, yeah, you should be able to work this into a track, I would hope. This is what I've got going on with mine right now. Well, that's it for this tutorial. Keep the comments and suggestions flowing. Some of you are definitely have some good suggestions, so I'm taking them into account. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.